Hey folks, Andy. I am doing my second little video message to anyone who wants to listen. Today's topic, something that's kind of my personal mantra, if you will, is being likable. So I'm channeling my inner Matthew McConaughey, Be Likable mug, custom made by yours truly. But something that I've always tried to live by is the concept of just being a likable person. And I think that gets confusing sometimes. Some people take that statement. I have it on my LinkedIn profile as self-proclaimed likable recruiter. Some people take that, take it a little bit differently than what its intention is. You know, being likable isn't about being a pushover. It's not about being compromising your stances on anything in order to gain approval from anybody. That's not what it means at all to me personally. For me, it's about really reflecting who you want to see in other people by being that yourself. And for a recruiter, it's interesting. You come across people all the time with preconceived ideas of who you are and how you are because you have the title recruiter. And so for those of you who are in recruiting, you know what I'm talking about. Some people receive you well and some people automatically are defensive. And that's okay. I understand that. Not everybody gives everyone a good name in their areas of expertise. But for me, I've tried to always be likable. I think that especially, representing your organization or agency, or recruiting firm or whoever you work for, you are the first line of someone's experience of being an employee at your company. And even if they don't become an employee, even if they are just a candidate that you're talking to, you're still walking them through their experience partnering with your organization. And I think that is super important that you reflect the culture that your company wants to reflect. The culture that you're trying to attract should be the culture that you are presenting to every interaction that you have with candidates. And I hope that's the case. If it's not, really try to take a few moments this week and just think about, am I being a good representation of who my company wants me to recruit? And if you're not, try to be that. And for me, it comes down to that term of being likable. I want people to want to work for the organization that I work for, because I work for my organization for the reasons of the culture that they represent. And so it's really just all interactions, from the first moment you reach out to somebody all the way through their experience as a candidate, their candidate experience, if you will. They should always say, hey, that recruiter that I contacted and that recruiter I've worked with has really set me up for success, has really given me the information that I need to put my best foot forward in the recruiting and the interviewing process. And that's what I like to be. That's what I want to be. And that's what I hope I am. I'm not perfect by any means. But, for me, it's about being disarming, bringing the anxiety of the candidates down, answering their questions, really explaining not only what we want, but interpreting what they want out of their potential employment here, and really seeing where there's common ground, and really being their friend, being their helper through this process. It's not an easy process to apply for and interview for a job and be on the hunt for a new position. I want to be likable. I want to be that recruiter that is helping that candidate, regardless of whether or not I hire them or not. That's what I hope to be. And hopefully you too can be likable.